Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another stream. We are going to be doing more of the Alphabet Challenge. We're starting off where we left off last Thursday night, which is Long Beach, California. We're going to be going down from Long Beach to San Diego, Montgomery Gibbs Executive Airport. And we're going to be just bonking around down that way for a little bit, and then we'll fly back up to the north at the end of the day, and we'll go to Ontario as we sort of end the night. So here we are. I've got the old trusty E1000. Let's bob out and take a look at this guy. Got a new paint job. Thought you guys might like the new paint job. And we're going to go ahead and get ready to get going. We're going to go ahead and get going here very shortly. So, our first flight is going to be a quick little jaunt from Long Beach down to Montgomery Field, as I said. And the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to check to see if there's a tech route between these two. So I'm going to go over to myflightroute.com, and I am going to try to find the tech route page. There it is, tech route search. So departure aircraft, or departure, we're KLGB, Long Beach Doherty Field, and our destination is K, and it is Montgomery Gibbs, MYF. KMYF. So KMYF. So there are some tech routes available here. And so I'm going to file one of those tech routes just to make this nice and easy. We are a turboprop special with a cruise speed of 180 knots or greater. So we can file 9,000 feet. So good to know. Good to know. And I just heard a little ding somewhere. And yeah, that's what that was. Okay. My boy Chili is streaming out as well. So we're both going to be doing a little streaming tonight. So should be a good time. Probably means he's going to take all of yours. Chili's awesome. He's a great streamer. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get things started tonight. And we're already connected to Pilot Edge. So I just need to log in and file my flight plan, and then we can get started. So we'll go over to pilotedge.net. We'll sign in. There we go, signing in off stream. Nobody needs to see that. and we're going to file a flight plan. So we are going to file an IFR flight plan for the tech route. We are November 143 Victor Tango, and we are in Epic EPIC. We are slant Gulf for our equipment. And we're going to put 200 true airspeed destination or departure K KLGB, I think. Yeah, LGB KM YF, cruising altitude of 9,000 feet. KSNA can be our departure, and we'll do our route. So our route is Victor 25, PACIF, Victor 208 to the LAX 118 radial, to Cardi, and then the MZB 230 radial to MZB. So we'll go ahead and get that plugged in. Looks good. Looks good. So we'll go ahead and file this flight plan, and we should be good to go. Excellent, excellent. So we are now just about ready. See, we got a little wobble. Looks like we got a little bit of wind where we are right now. So let's go ahead and get our weather. KLGB and KMYF. And I'm going to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff here. I'm going to go look at the old trusty Sky Vector page. And let's check out our weather. Okay, so right now we are 10 miles visibility, clear, winds at 200 at 7 knots, and our altimeter is 2976. So if we take a look at our departure charts, we got winds at 200. Winds at 200. Uh-oh. Good old Navigraph charts decided to crash on me. Let's see if we can bring them back up again. Sorry about that, folks. We're going to block the plane for just a minute here. Slide this over here to this other little desktop. And we'll go ahead and excuse me. We'll take a look at the Long Beach chart now. And so we've got a 200. So I'm going to guess that we're going to get like a 25 left departure. That would be my guess. Which is great, because that's going to be the direction that we want to go. Anyway. So we are good. So let's go ahead and jump in the plane. Or better yet, let's go ahead and let's pull all of our flags and all that stuff. And let's make sure that we've got enough fuel. So we'll come up here to our weight and balance. And we'll make sure that we've got enough fuel. We'll just pop in like 2.5 hours. That's more than enough fuel. Apply those changes. And let's go ahead and bring on board a nice second passenger. We'll close the door. So got a couple of people sitting up front. And let's go ahead and jump into the cockpit. And let's bring this thing online. So here's our GPU control. We'll move this up. No. I don't know why it's jumping like that. That's kind of funny. Let's just leave it alone. Let's not cause problems. We'll go ahead and start the ground power unit up. And we'll get ready to get out of here. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. It's going to be a good night. Hey, Christine, how are ya? Oh, no problems at all. Welcome, 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 welcome. I don't know what was going on there with the ground power unit bouncing around, but it was. So, Christine, do you want to be the very first person to see the thing that I've been working on? It's double top secret. The new tech. Take a look. So here's the airport that we're out. I want to turn those off for just a second. No, not air server, something better. Something better. And in fact, I'm just going to take this. You're going to see this over here. And now you're going to see it down here. Oops. I lost the click. Put it right over there. So we like sky vector, right? We like being able to see sky vector. But we also like to be able to see our moving charts. Assuming that our moving charts stop crashing. That would be nice. Oh, somebody's just getting in trouble already, and it's not me. That's a good sign. It is a mirror of a wireless monitor that is connected to my Surface touchpad. So I can also do this, and I can bring up the paint here, and I can do things like this. And I don't know how well you can see that, but if you can see it, it says craft, and it will give you a really good idea of what I'm writing down that you've never been able to see before. So you'll be able to see how I do an IFR departure. It looks like the stream is a little laggy tonight. Yeah. Yeah. So I haven't figured out exactly what to use yet in terms of this particular part. I want something that I can actually write with. See, that's better. So that's the plan. We'll do a little. Wow, it's a busy day on Pilot Edge tonight. Yeah, I think it was just a little touch of delay. I was also seeing my video preview stream, and that was throwing me off somewhat. So I'm good. But so now I can say grab a different color, or I can do all sorts of stuff, and I can write, and I can show you exactly how I write all the stuff down for my IFR clearance. So, a little opportunity for all of us to learn. And then, when we want it to go away, we can just come right back into the plane. So what do you think, Christine? Worth the wait? Worth all of that build-up? Jeez. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start off by setting my radios. So, Long Beach clearance is going to be my first one. And so I'm going to set the radio. We can actually see the clearance right at the top. 118.15. So we're going to go ahead and get that set up. 118.15. And you can see that changing. Hopefully still see that changing right here on the plane. 118.15. No, it's a very good point, Christine. I hope I don't have to focus too much on writing stuff for the stream. Yeah, no, I'm writing stuff like the ATC instructions. So, for example, whenever I get a frequency change, as they're saying the frequency change to me, I might write down just on a little scrap of paper, you know, well, if I don't use the eraser, that would help, 125.8. I'll just scroll it down there in the margin. It's just that quick, right? Then I have it written down. It's just like I had a knee board in a plane, right? So that's the idea. And so I'm going to get rid of this because I haven't really started yet. And we should be good to go now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my radio set, and then we'll get out of here. So once we are done with Long Beach clearance, we're going to need to talk to ground. So let's go ahead and pop this over. I'll just make sure that that mic is working. And ground's going to be on 133.0. And you can see it on my chart. Gosh, I always miss that. 133.0, so we're good there. It's a little breezy, it seems like, tonight. Plane's kind of bobbing and weaving a little bit. But also seems like a very busy night here in Los Angeles. So the departure frequency, we're going to expect 127.2. So there we go. And here's what else is neat. You see that little pink dot? That is exactly where my plane is sitting. So we are good to go. Alright, so let's look this is probably a little hard to see, but let's try to zoom in on it here a little bit. And what I'm looking for is the takeoff minimums. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. So these are the takeoff minimums here. Hey! That's a different controller right there. That sounds like sounds like one of our friends. So if we get runway 30 right here, we climb heading 301 to 800 feet and then left turn to 200, and the LAX, you know, I think we're not going to do any of that. I think he's going to give us a departure heading. So let's go ahead and see if you can't hear PE. Let's fix that. Thank you very much for telling me that. That is super helpful. Let me know. You should be able to hear them as soon as they transmit again.
40 Mike Alpha, so
there it is.
Approach. Good evening.
Should be able to hear them now.
Correction, Palomar altimeter 2977.
The moving maps is really super helpful, but we're going to have it the entire time, both on the stream and, well, not the entire time, but we can pop it up everything else. Thanks, Christine. I super appreciate that. See, that's why I'm a terrible streamer. I forget to do things like unmute PE. Alright, so I don't think we're going to need to do any of this stuff.
Cleared ILS 25 left.
I think he's going to give us a vectored approach out of here, and we'll be good to go. I think. Were any of them good streamers, Christine?
Okay, November 8, Lima Victor, are you requesting IFR or VFR?
Alright, so here's our full flight plan.
Clearance, IFR, 80 Victor.
Okay, if you're requesting IFR, you need to file an IFR flight plan, or you need to provide me with the necessary information.
So let's go ahead and do our craft.
I'm not sure. Just I have many exercises this morning, so they don't need I file a plan. So just like a parting word, VFR parting word.
It's a busy night.
Tower Cessna 3 Charlie is going to be missed approach.
And
4732 Charlie, Roger, execute missed approach procedure is published.
Like, this is why I'm having trouble talking.
Missed procedure is published.
I'm sure it sounded funny.
187 affirm.
It's crazy tonight.
November 8 Lima Victor, you just told me you're looking to request an IFR clearance. You're looking for pattern work now, is that correct? Yes or no?
Just something like VFR parting work, not really. So, 80 millimeter.
There seems to be a language barrier tonight.
November 8 Lima Victor, I have no idea what you mean by something like VFR pattern work. I need, when you can come back to me and make an actual request, then go ahead and do that. Until then, I can't help you.
Okay, I'm trying
Delta
to
1185,
file
fly maintain,
to,
fly level 300, contact center 133.55.
Alright, let's see if we can get a word in edgewise here.
Traffic, 11 o'clock, 4 miles, same direction.
No, you're not distracting me at all. Please keep talking to me, it's just fine.
SoCal 133.85.
I literally can't get a clearance call
340
in.
Mike Alpha, fly heading 120, vector Montgomery. Delta 1185, Los Angeles Center, roger. Over 2 Romeo Alpha, SoCal approach, John Wayne altimeter 2976. Seven tree 7 Kilo Golf, where are you parking?
Millionaire ramp for 737 Kilo Golf.
Skyx 7 Kilo Golf, roger, exit left, join Delta to Millionaire, remain this frequency.
Left on Delta to Millionaire and remain this frequency 737 Kilo Golf.
Report 732 Charlie, connect Joshua approach 126.1.
That is not Gold Z now.
126.1, Cessna 3 to Charlie.
This doesn't sound like him. I'm still really bad with the names and numbers, or who people are. I think that's, I don't know.
2 Romeo Alpha, turn left heading.
Sounds like Joe to me, but I'm not sure. I thought
187 traffic, 11 o'clock.
I thought
3.5 miles, fast mover, northwestbound, Alpha gates 14,500.
I thought I heard. It might be actually. We'll see here when I give him a call. He might pop in after he hears my name, so we'll see if he does. All right, so where are we going? Long
Charlie,
Beach.
Roger, radar services are terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change to advisory approved.
Long Beach clearance. Epic 143 Victor Tango IFR to San Diego.
143 Victor Tango, Long Beach clearance delivery on request.
Hey, look at that! I got it in. You know what? It could be entirely possible.
143 Victor Tango, I have you filed to the Montgomery Field, Kilo Mike Yankee Foxtrot. Are you headed to Montgomery or San Diego Lindbergh?
It is San Diego Montgomery. My fault. For Victor Tango.
143 Victor Tango, roger, on request.
Yeah, Marcus is easy. Geneva obviously is very easy. Yeah, the others are my wife just said that was not nice of me to say. That it was not nice of me to say that Geneva was easy to recognize. Perhaps I didn't say the word recognize. I'm being scolded now, Christine. Yes, she is easy to recognize. Being the
143 Victor Tango is clear to Montgomery Airport via fly runway heading to 1,500 feet, then left turn heading 200, radar vectors to Victor 25, and then as filed. Maintain 3,000, expect 9,000, 5 minutes after departure. SoCal departure frequency 127.2, squawk 5252.
Cleared Montgomery, fly runway heading, then left turn 200 vectors to Victor 25, 3,000, expect 9,000, frequency 127.2, squawk 5252 through Victor Tango.
143 Victor Tango, that's fly runway heading, reaching, to 1,500 feet, reaching 1,500 feet, turn left heading 200.
Up to 1,500, then left to heading 200, 3 Victor Tango.
143 Victor Tango, readback is correct. Number 2 Romeo Alpha, contact SoCal 127.2.
Yeah, that's not
Zero Mike Alpha, contact
appropriate.
SoCal
That's not what I
132.2.
meent. I apologize to her, even though that she's not here and probably will never hear this.
Romeo Alpha, SoCal,
I am sure she is very nice and very respectable. Oh, yes.
Roger, expect that.
Yes. Also,
CBS
my
27
wife
contact,
loves to give me
SoCal
shit when
approach
when she has
4.1.
the opportunity to. And quite frankly, I deserve it about 800% of the time. All right, so as you can see, I was sort of just writing
CBS
stuff
27
down,
SoCal approach, Roger.
and so you notice I had all the boxes sort of ready, and so I was just writing. I wasn't really thinking about what I said or what he was saying, and then I stopped. I thought about what I had written, and then I read it back to him.
Mike Alpha, SoCal approach, Roger.
Go 20 left at Kilo.
And that was the
Number 77,
that was the
86
difference.
Gulf, Gelmine Tower, runway 20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff,
So-
wind 210 at 7.
First things first.
20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
We've got to go
7786 Gulf.
3,000, and we're gonna go 600, 160. I mean 160 knots. We're gonna go up. Let's say 800 feet per minute to start with. Yeah, he does. But remember what I was saying earlier, or yesterday. Let me change color here. This piece here is cleared.
Wind 0 Mike Alpha, fly heading
Right?
180.
That's what I told him I'm going. He's just clearing me to that location. Doesn't make any difference. He's always going to say the same thing. I can write that down in advance, and there's nothing that I need. Nothing
86
that.
Gulf, contact SoCal departure.
Order departure 86 Gulf.
Yesterday is the last. Yeah. Yesterday would have been Thursday. That's right. I apologize. Yeah, I say that all the time. The route is what I filed, and I leave this blank because I know what I filed. But this is really the biggest part that you have to kind of get. And then he's going to say, he's always going to say, here's an altitude, and here's the altitude to expect
7786 Gulf, SoCal departure.
in some amount of time. It's always that format. So, this was 3,000. I didn't need to write 3,000. I just wrote 3. I knew that was going to be 3,000. I know 9 is what I filed. So 9 is what I told him, how high I told him I wanted to go. The frequency we had already, because if you remember correctly, we go back over to our chart.
2 Romeo Alpha, fly heading 270.
Right? Go back over to our chart. Here it is right here.
Or 7786 Gulf, traffic 2 to 3 o'clock, 4.5 miles.
Here it is right here.
Southeastbound along the shoreline. Altitude indicates 1,500. Type it out.
So, and then he gave me my squawk code. So of all of that information that he read back to me, this is different.
Yes, 187, contact Los Angeles Tower, Lima.
This is different. And this is
Victor
different.
Tower, Cessna 473
That's it.
Charlie, inbound, full stop landing.
That's all that's different.
4732
We are at 10 miles
Charlie,
east.
Victorville Tower, Roger, safe position.
10 miles east of Victorville to the west, Cessna 3 Charlie.
So, in the grand scheme of things,
7786
it is
Gulf.
not too bad.
Correction. Or 4732 Charlie, Roger, you called 10 miles east of the field to the west?
No, I'm sorry. It's 10 miles. We are 10 miles west of Victorville. Inbound for full stop landing, Cessna 3 Charlie.
4732 Charlie, Roger, enter right base 17, clear to land.
Right base 17, clear to land, Cessna 3 Charlie.
If you take the time to write it out in advance, it gets easier. And then the trick is to
2
not,
at Torrance Airport, 2
at least the
o'clock,
trick for me,
1 miles reported
is to
time.
not think about it when he's talking. When he is talking, all you are doing is writing. Don't try to think about it. Don't try to figure it out.
Number 2 Romeo
Just
Alpha,
write
second.
whatever he says. And if you
Romeo
notice,
Alpha's cleared visual approach 29 right.
I actually forgot a section right here. I knew I did.
7786 Gulf, I didn't call you. I called another aircraft with your call sign by mistake.
I left it open. I knew he was going to correct me. It's fine. No big deal. No big deal at all.
Winnie 0 Mike Alpha, contact SoCal 124.35.
So we're going to initially fly runway heading, whatever our runway heading is, and then we're going to turn left once we get up above 1,500 feet to 200.
Winning 340 Mike Alpha SoCal approach. Good evening. Center maintain 6,000. You have an approach request in Montgomery.
But if you lay it out like this with the 5 lines, it gets easier, at least in my opinion. So let's go ahead and
maintain 5,000 now.
Let's get rid of all this nonsense. Mistakes are opportunities for perfectionists to get better. Yeah, there are opportunities to improve. That's it. Nothing more.
Alpha contact Torrance Tower.
Los Angeles Tower, UPS 187 is with you, ILS 25 left, and we have Foxtrot.
UPS 187, Los Angeles Tower, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind 250.
All right, so let's look at our flight plan.
25 left, clear to land, UPS 187.
And Torrance Tower, good evening. Number 2 Romeo Alpha, visual 29 right.
Number 2 Romeo Alpha, Torrance Tower, runway 29 right, clear to land.
Clear land, 29 right, 2 Romeo Alpha.
Okay, so there we go. There's where we are. We are going to, I'm going to insert an extra waypoint here that isn't actually in my flight plan. It's called Hermo, and that is on Victor 25.
Number 448 Romeo Alpha SoCal. Correction, breakers, field approach, altitude
I could, actually, if I deleted this.
7786 go.
I could,
heading 100, join Victor 23, resume on navigation.
I could insert LAX as well, right? Because that's on Victor 25. And so we're going to go Victor 25, we're going to insert an airway, Victor 25 to Pakif. So where's Pakif here? There it is, Pakif. So there you can see Hermo, Wilma, all these. We're not going to fly all these, and I'll show you in the plan. But this is just so that no matter where I intercept Victor 25, I can intercept Victor 25. It just makes life easy as we're doing it. So once we hit Victor 25, we're going to then go Victor 208, insert an airway, Victor 208, and we're going to take that all, we're going to program that down to OCN. Now we're not really going to go all the way to OCN. We're going to make a right-hand turn, and we're going to go down on the LAX 118 radial to a waypoint.
Delta 1185, roger.
And this waypoint is Cardi. Once we get to Cardi, then we can insert another waypoint. That waypoint is MZB, Mission Bay. And then
when you get to 5,000 feet,
insert when you get to 5. Somebody's getting some snark tonight. Wow. It's just one of those days. So we're going to insert a waypoint. KMYF, Montgomery Gibbs Executive. So
UPS 187, join Alpha to the ramp. Correction. Are you headed to the cargo ramp?
Let's take.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. No preference. UPS 187.
Okay, UPS 187. Roger. Where do you want to go?
We could go to the cargo ramp. UPS 187.
Okay, UPS 187. Roger. Left turn. Next left turn on November. Cross 25 left. Join Alpha to the ramp.
Okay, next left turn on November, cross runway 25 right, join Alpha to the ramp. You have PS 187.
So
187 negative, left to the ramp. Cargo ramp's on the south.
Okay, left to the ramp. I'm sorry, UPS 187.
So I
UPS
think
187 cross 25 left, runway 25 left.
I think when they get busy, it's tougher to have the
turn to the ramp, cross runway 25 left to the ramp. UPS 187.
They have less time to help people. I also think
Whatever
it's
Tower
like that in the
Cessna
real world,
zero
right?
Mike
Charlie,
Alpha
clear
fly
runway
heading
17
320.
and Echo 3.
So, 2976. Code is 5252. Right? That's what he gave me, 5252. Good.
4732 Charlie, join Echo to the ramp, cross 21, remain this frequency, that's passing the I-11.
Hey, congratulations on the pass for the I-11.
Cross Echo to the ramp and Echo to the ramp and cross runway 3, Cessna 3 to Charlie. Thank you very much.
I can't believe he did that flight in a Cessna.
Heli clearance southwest 61.
It's a long flight in a Cessna.
IFR to Las Vegas.
Alright, so that's
So
good.
the 6125 Los Angeles clearance delivery on request.
And what did I say that was? I said it was, let's see here, 2976. So 2976 is our altimeter. That brings us down to where it sort of makes sense. We've got altitude up, and then I think the last thing that I actually need here is the LA VOR frequency.
EPS 187, if you're going to replay the landing, you need to disconnect.
So I am looking at SkyVector right now. And the LAX
Over 2 Romeo Alpha X left on Charlie.
VOR is here. And
Charlie Alpha Romeo, this frequency.
this is the where that's actually written. So it's 13.6. So we'll hit our this, and we're going to 13.6.
Skygate 6 Gulf, looks like you're diverging from Victor 23 to the northeast.
LAX VOR, that's good. And we'll go ahead and plug in 118 just so we remember it. We're going to plug it in over here on our little Copilot section. That'll just help us to know when to turn. Spirit of St. Louis, long flight in a Cessna. Yeah, that's, yeah. There's a lot of stories about the good old days of air flights. I mean, they didn't have anything like this. Right? They didn't have anything like this is my kind of thing. All right, so we've got everything set up. Let's get out of here. What do you say, Christine? We ready to go? All right. So pop over to these guys. We're going to be going up to 9,000. Check, check, check. Flight plan is good. Excellent. All right. So let's go ahead and get the plane fired up, and we will get out of here. So first thing, fuel. Got to have fuel. Pull the condition levers back. You wouldn't believe how many times I have forgotten to turn on fuel. Okay, so let's go ahead and
Mike Alpha's
kill the generator.
From Nesty, turn left 10 degrees, maintain 3,800 until established on the localizer.
Fuel pumps on,
ILS, runway 28 right approach.
Igniter's on, and start. ING starts to come up. Give it some fuel. Props full forward.
Check engine.
Pressurize the plane. Yaw dampener on. Flight director on. There we go. And we can even put it right into vertical speed mode right away, just to give ourselves some indication as to where to go.
Southwest 6125,
awesome.
You're unable to accept the Clipper. Correction, Orca 2.
We can accept Orca 2, 6125.
Delta 6125 is cleared to Las Vegas, McCarran International Airport, Orca 2 departure, MICE in transition, then as filed. Climb via City Accept, maintain 5000. SoCal departure frequency
All right.
125.2.
Do a
Squawk
little
6573.
brake test. Brakes are
Clear to Las
working.
Vegas, Orca 2 departure, MICE in transition, then as filed. Climb via the SID, accept maintain 5000, 125.2, 6573, and Southwest 6125.
So here we are.
6125, read is correct.
So I'm expecting, this is the chart, I'm expecting that we are going to be taking off on 25 left. So I'm not sure exactly how he's going to get us there from Foxtrot 1. Foxtrot, it might be Foxtrot Echo, Delta 3, Lima 3 to Lima 4. We will see. Long Beach ground, Epic 143 Victor Tango, ready to taxi with the weather, Foxtrot 1.
We're 143 Victor Tango. I'm sorry, you stepped on second your position on the field.
We're south at Foxtrot 1.
143 Victor Tango, roger. 25 left or 30, whichever one you'd like.
25 left will be great, 3 Victor Tango.
143 Victor Tango, roger. Runway 25 left, taxi via Foxtrot. Foxtrot 1, Juliet 2, Juliet, cross 25 left, hold short 30.
Okay, Foxtrot 1, Juliet, cross 25 left, and hold short of 30, 3 Victor Tango. Okay, so what he's going to have us do is he's going to have us come up here, we're going to come right over to here, and we're going to stop before we get to this runway. So, there we go. That's a thing. So we'll give it a little power. Sort of turn left, because that's where Foxtrot 1 is. And looking for my mouse, there it is. Pop on some radar, and we'll put some landing lights on, taxi lights on, nav lights on, because we're about to cross.
Zero Mike Alpha, contact Montgomery Tower.
Give a quick look. Nobody coming.
Montgomery Tower, Mooney 340 Mike Alpha, ILS 29 right. Sorry, 28 right.
Mooney 340 Mike Alpha, Montgomery Tower, good afternoon, runway 28 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 28 right, Mike Alpha, thanks.
Juliet 2, we're going to make a right-hand turn on Juliet. And we'll come to a stop right here on this hold short line.
Alpha, roger, stand by.
Long Beach ground, 3 Victor Tango, holding short 30 at Juliet.
Number 3 Victor Tango, cross 30, hold short 25 left.
Cross, hold short 25, 3 Victor Tango. Here we go. Give a quick look. Don't see anybody. Don't see anybody out there. So he's expecting us to go all the way down here to Juliet, all the way down to Juliet 1, and then... So that was kind of a neat little taxi, huh? You can see where we're taxiing there on the sim. little more power slows down just a little bit. We don't need to be really doing 20 knots over the ground right now. Staying on Juliet until we get to Juliet
448
1.
Romeo Alpha radar services are terminated. Remain on your beacon code. Contact Bakersfield Tower 118.8. Correction, 118.1.
It is one of the things that I needed to help me understand airports that I had never been to before. I thought it was really, really critical.
For 7786 Gulf, contact SoCal approach 127.3.
I mean, if you fly in and out of the same airport over and over again, no big deal.
Bakersfield Tower, Kodiak 448 Romeo Alpha, 10 miles west, landing with X-ray.
So
7786 Gulf SoCal, good evening, Palomar.
That's the voice I heard. That sounds like... See, that sounds like...
448 Romeo Alpha, Bakersfield Tower, roger, enter midfield, left downwind, runway 30 right, report midfield, the altimeter 2975.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Left downwind, will report midfield for runway 30 right, 448 Romeo.
So let's go ahead and flip over to our tower frequency. And Long Beach Tower, Epic 143 Victor Tango, holding short 25 left.
143 Victor Tango, Long Beach Tower, wind 120 at 6, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
25 left, clear for takeoff, 3 Victor Tango. Okay. So now we can roll on out there. Yeah, see, once you know them, it's not that big of a deal. It's the knowing them that's the problem. So the first time you land somewhere, how the hell are you supposed to know where you're going?
Radio check.
Five by 5.
Alright, so we're going to come up here and we're going to plug this in for 255 just to get runway heading up to about 1500. Once we get 1500, we'll move it to the left and we'll be good to go.
Santa Barbara clearance, Skyline November 383, Julian Mike's looking for
right.
IFR
out of beta mode.
To San
Power
Bernardino
up,
with
brakes off.
Juliet Mike, Santa Barbara clearance, clear to the San Bernardino Airport. Fly runway heading, radar vectors Quang, then as filed, maintain 3000. Expect 5000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 120.55, squawk 2667.
clear to San Bernardino, runway heading, vectors to Quang, then as filed, maintain 5000. Departure frequency is 120.55, squawk 2667, 3 Juliet Mike.
Number 3 Juliet Mike, read back correct.
Climbing 500. Yeah, you better believe it. 1500, we're going to make a left turn to 200. So we'll go ahead and start that.
3 Victor Tango, connect SoCal departure.
Over to departure, 3 Victor Tango. And we'll just swap the comms. SoCal departure, Epic 143 Victor Tango, 2900, 3000.
143 Victor Tango, SoCal departure, radar contact.
So he's going to give me vectors to Victor 25. Oh, we're going real fast. Let's go ahead and slow that down.
For 0 Mike Alpha, you can stay with me. Cross runway 28 left at Mike. Join hotel to the ramp. Remain this frequency.
Wow, you really just can't see anything in there, can you? Ah, there it is right there.
Approaching waypoint.
143 Victor Tango heading 170, climb and maintain 900,000.
170,
Traffic.
climb and maintain 900,000 through Victor Tango. Yeah, what's your vector, Victor? Yeah, gotta love that movie. Again, I haven't seen those in a long
Clear
time.
of conflict.
Air 7786 Golf, expect the ILS runway
Approaching
24.
waypoint.
He's got me going way out here. Yeah, I mean, right now we're just getting oceans. I want to see more of my ground textures too. So, just so you can see where we are. We're that pink dot still. And he's got us going way out here. I need to gain some altitude. Let's give it some more power.
Victor Tango, turn on a left heading 110, join Victor 25, resume on navigation.
110, join Victor 25 through Victor Tango.
7786 Golf, depart the Oceanside VOR heading 080 vector for the approach.
So what he said is head back, and we're either going to join Albus or Minnow, and then we're going to resume our own navigation. Not sure which one we're going to see first. It's going to be after Albus. So we'll activate this leg. And we'll get our sky view ready to go. Oh, nice. I was too focused. So there's a nice look out the window for you. Got a couple of small sailboats there. Let me go ahead and get rid of the charts.
Four 5-7 Sierra Bravo 5x5.
Yes, it was default X-plane airport. There was a gentleman in the stream on Thursday that had made the airport, but I just didn't have a chance to get it installed and tested and all that other stuff. So just did not have a chance. All right, we're going to push our speed up to about 200. So we're doing 200 true right now, 205. That's right where we want to be. Oh, I appreciate the host, Christine. Thank you so much. So we may come in just slightly after Minnow as well, and so that's going to be kind of interesting.
Fuel tank switched.
So we're actually going to cross just after the Minnow on the way to Pakif. So that's going to be kind of neat. No, I was not. I was not kidding. I I really appreciate it. I think it's amazing that people want to or are willing to help out and to do things like host me, like when Chili brought folks over the other day. I think it's fantastic. The Thursday night streams tend to do a lot better than the Tuesday nights, just in my limited experience so far. And so that's it just seems like Tuesday night's a quiet night, but that's okay. I don't mind doing a little flying, and you know, get to keep my skills sharp, and then I get to show off on Thursdays. So. But I sincerely do appreciate the host.
Approaching waypoint.
So here we go. We're joining the Victor 25, and we're going to go
457 Sierra Bravo Center
all the way down to
Please go ahead,
Pack-If.
request.
So now is a great time. Check out the new look on the plane. I don't know, I just wanted to mix it up from the red and black. And I'm still using default clouds as well. I don't know, I like them. I don't see the need to pay $60 for X-Enviro at this point. There's still a lot of debate going on.
Number 457 Sierra Bravo Santa Barbara clearance, roger on departure, fly runway heading, maintain VFR at below 1,500.
A little bit of a right-hand turn there, that's fun.
Squawk 7066.
Yep, so it's still bringing us in. Is it? I didn't actually know that. I just thought it was a great looking plane.
7 Sierra Bravo. On departure, fly runway heading. Maintain VFR at or below 1,500. Departure frequency 120.55. Squawk 7066.
So is it Canadian because it starts with a C? Is that how you know?
7 Sierra Bravo, no problem. I'll tell you what, you get your problem sorted out and then give me a call back once you get your audio figured out there.
C-F and C-G are Canadian codes. Oh, that's cool. So you're saying that this
143
is
Victor Tango, connect SoCal approach 128.1.
128.1, 3 Victor Tango. So let's go ahead and get that in. 128.1.
383 Juliet Mike, Santa Barbara ground runway 25, taxi via Alpha Golf.
SoCal approach, Epic 143 Victor Tango, level 9000.
143 Victor Tango, SoCal, good evening, John Wayne altimeter 2977.
2977, 3 Victor Tango. 2977. So, if what I'm hearing you say is CG is the Canadian codes, so what this actually says is CG old. So it's not actually C gold, it's CG old. That's probably appropriate for me. I could live with that. Truth is what it is, Christine. I am just fine with it. So we're doing about 220 knots. That's okay. Look at some nice little wispy clouds here. That's been kind of fun. See, this is why I filed IFR. Because I thought we'd have some of these little clouds in our way. And we do.
Southwest 6125 LA ground, good evening, turn your transponder on, please.
Kind of cool. Oh, I gave up worrying about how
125 looks good there now. Runway 24 left.
how any of that
See by
makes
Delta
me.
E. Echo and Victor if you need it for scenery.
I I am what I am. Young at heart. Alright, so we're on our way here. We're about to hit Pakif. And Pakif is where it gets interesting. So let me bring up the chart here so you can see. You can see our little pink dot coming in. We're not going to go all the way down to Oceanside, which is down here. We're not going all the way that far down. We're only going to go about here, and then we're going to bang a right turn and come right down here to Cardi. And that's because... Do you like... What's not to like? I'm more of a Lorax guy, if you ask me, though.
Romeo Alpha, Roger Alpha to the ramp for maintenance frequency.
My wife just got a very confused look on her face.
You're sweet.
She says that I'm a sneech. Oh. Not purposeful, but, you know, I guess I did grow up with Dr. Seuss at some way, shape, or form in my past, so I am what I am is certainly ingrained in me from that, I would think. Alright, so now that we're on our way, now we got to be a little careful, because we really want to make this turn to the LAX 118. So I'm going to set our heading to 88 and go into heading mode. And then I'm going to flip over and I'm going to say 118.
Juliet Mike Santa Barbara Tower, wind
enter.
130 at 5, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
And then I'm going to put nav on that. Okay? So that nav, now I'm looking for the 118 course off of the LAX radial. I just say things. So we're going to wait for that LAX 118 radial to come in, and then we're going to bang a right, and we're going to go, essentially we're going to go direct Cardi, is what's going to happen. So as you can see, it's starting to come in here. We should get a turn relatively soon. Anytime now. There it is. Woo. And so now I'm just going to hit direct to the waypoint. And that will help us just make sure we know where we're going. A little bit of wind correction. And we'll fly the 118 out there at a heading of 119. And everything will be good. I'm just happy, honestly, Christine, that I get most of your quotes. Between you and Goldsy the other day, that was too fun. Too fun.
We're 3 Juliet Mike, contact Santa Barbara departure.
I won't get them all, but now my wife...
3 Victor Tango connects SoCal approach, 119.6.
119.6, 3 Victor Tango.
Number 383 Juliet Mike Santa Barbara departure, radar contact, maintain 5,000. Turn left, heading 140. Number 7786 Golf, descend and maintain 3,500.
So-called approach. Epic 143 Victor Tango, level 9,000.
One 143 Victor Tango SoCal. Good evening, Montgomery. Altimeter 2979. Expect a visual approach from 28 right. Just let me know if you'd like something else.
Visual 28 right is fine, and one more time on the altimeter 3 Victor Tango.
Is that 2979 at Montgomery?
2979 3 Victor Tango.
Southwest 6125. LA Tower, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. The wind 250 to 11. 3 Juliet Mike, left turn heading 090, enable direct Quang, resume on navigation. Seven 786 Golf, turn right heading 130. 86 Golf, affirm heading 130.
So he said visual 28 right, I believe, is what we could expect. And that is fine with me. So I'm going to go ahead and you're going to have to tell me to take the charts down off the screen at some point. But I'm going to get ready for...
143 Victor Tango, descend and maintain 5,000.
Down to 5,000, 3 Victor Tango. Alright, we're going to pull back on our speed a little bit. We don't want to be accelerating as we go down. We're going to go down to 1,000 feet per minute. Actually, you know what? We're going to bump that up. 1500. Go ahead and really bring ourselves down there. I tried to line them up as best I could so they were right below the radios most of the time. I think I did okay. Alright, so I need the tower frequency. The tower frequency is going to be over here in this other one.
7786 Golf, turn right heading 210.
119.2.
86 Golf 3 from SCON, maintain 3,500.
And ground.
Advisor. Cleared ILS from a
118.22. There we go. So we're ready with our frequencies. Yeah. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that. Look, there's a little school right there with a track, or I assume it's some school or rec area or something.
Fuel tank switched.
That's just cool. Oh, got some clouds coming through. I think this is so neat.
Southwest 6125, connect SoCal departure.
Just the little breakthroughs in the clouds. Oh wow, look at those cliffs. Look at that, right there along the beach. Alright, we're starting to slow down a little bit. Let's go
Southwest 6125, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 15,000.
That's just cool. All those cliffs. Where the beaches and dunes and all that.
Southwest 6125, turn left, direct Clipper, join the Orca 2 departure.
Traffic.
Oh, we got some traffic out there to our left. Let's see if we can see him. He's a couple miles out. It's below me. There's an airport right there too. I don't know what airport that is. It's not mine.
Or 143 Victor Tango, fly heading 110 vectors for the airport, descend and maintain 3,000.
110 and
Clear
down to
of conflict.
3,000. 3 Victor Tango.
7786 Golf, connect Palomar Tower, 118.6.
Approaching waypoint.
Traffic. Traffic. Climb. Climb.
143 Victor Tango, traffic 11 o'clock, about a mile opposite direction, altitude indicates 4,500.
Roger, we're responding on our RA on that traffic now. 3 Victor Tango.
Passing below you right now, should be no factor.
Roger,
Climb.
3 Victor Tango.
Climb.
All right, let's
143 Victor Tango, additional traffic 11 o'clock, about a half a mile southeastbound, altitude indicates 3,500, should pass below you.
Affirmative, 3 Victor Tango.
Number 7786 Golf, Palomar Tower, wind calm, runway
Approaching
24,
waypoint.
clear to land. Southwest 6125, connect LA Center,
Clear of conflict.
133.55.
Traffic. Traffic.
143 Victor Tango,
Traffic.
Montgomery Airport, coming up off your left wing, 2 miles, advise and you have it in sight.
Uh, 3 Victor Tango, we're looking.
Clear of conflict.
Approach 3 Victor Tango. I think it's passed behind us and we can't get a look at it.
3 Victor Tango, yep, it's behind you there now. I'll get you a turn. I'll get you a turn on the final here in just a little bit.
No problem, 3 Victor Tango. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could probably do this, right? And it's back there, but
Southwest 61.
it's kind of cheating, right?
Good evening, climb and maintain flight level 270. 143 Victor Tango, turn left heading 070.
070, 3 Victor Tango. Yeah, it's definitely cheating. There's no question in my mind that it's definitely cheating.
3 Victor Tango, continue to turn heading 010.
010, 3 Victor Tango. We're not ready for that direct yet. He's going to give us one more turn, I think.
Through Victor Tango, turn left heading 280, rolling out of the turn. The field will be 12 o'clock, 7 miles.
280, look for the field at 7 miles. And approach 3 Victor Tango, we have the field.
3 Victor Tango, roger, clear visual approach, rate 28 right.
Clear visual approach, 28 right, 3 Victor Tango. Alright, so why don't we do a little bit of flying? Go ahead and start to pull the speed back just a touch. Drop our flaps down, autopilot off. Nose down. How do you know? I might have binoculars.
Mike, you may see traffic off your left wing, 2.5 miles, same direction, altitude indicates 5,500.
I could carry
786 Golf Alpha to the ramp. You can remain this frequency. That's a pass for the I-2.
I could carry binoculars in my. So we should be at. I'm just checking.
3 Victor Tango, connect Montgomery Tower, 119.2.
119.2, 3 Victor Tango. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Montgomery Tower, Epic 143 Victor Tango, 28 right visual.
Approaching waypoint.
143 Victor Tango, Montgomery Tower, runway 28 right, clear to land, wind 230 at 6.
Clear to land, 28 right, 3 Victor Tango.
Number 98 Tango Papa SoCal, approach. Good evening, you're clear to the Oxnard Airport is filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect 6,000 5 minutes after departure.
Gear down.
Departure frequency 127.4. Squawk 2232.
I am high and fast right now. There we go. Now we're on the glide path. Red over white.
Or 98 Tango Papa, read back correct. You can call me short of the runway number 1 for departure. I'll have your IFR release at that time. Frequency change approved.
All right, no crashing.
Tango Papa, roger, you are released for departure. Time now 0138. Clearance void if not off by 0150. Frequency change is approved. Report airborne on this frequency. Number 383 Juliet Mike, connect Point Magoo approach 124.7.
Well, we used all of that runway.
Victor Tango, exit left and cross 10 right. Left on hotel, hold shorter runway 5.
Where should have really put that forward. Shh. All right, exit the left, cross 10 right, and I missed the rest. 3 Victor Tango.
Victor Tango, roger, cross 10 right, then turn left on hotel, hold short of runway 5.
Onto hotel, and then hold short of runway 5. 3 Victor Tango. Thank you so much.
Number 383 Juliet Mike Point would go approach. Good evening, the Camarillo altimeter 2977.
Yeah, I forgot to put it into beta mode and push forward on the throttle. It's a little different than what the plane actually does, so I didn't actually use it to slow down. So we just sort of rolled out entirely there. I mean, I should have slowed us down more than that.
143 Victor Tango, cross runway 5 at hotel and hotel or golf into the ramp. Your choice. This is frequency. Have a good night.
All right, cross runway 5, hotel or golf to the ramp. My choice, 3 Victor Tango. There we go. So that's our first flight. We made it. Kinda. Sorta. Gotta have one mistake.
Santa Barbara clearance, Cessna 757, Papa Charlie.
Alright, so now that we're through with the
757
runways,
Papa Charlie, Santa Barbara.
we can turn off our landing
Clearance 7 Papa
lights.
Charlie, would like to get a VFR departure to the northwest if we could.
7 Papa Charlie,
And our
what's
nav
the aircraft type?
lights.
We are a 172.
757 Papa Charlie, roger. On departure, fly runway heading, maintain VFR at or below 1,500.
I appreciate that, Christine. I really, really do.
Squawk 5121.
So this looks like a good little place to park. Let's turn.
Up to 1,500, 12055.
Let's turn right here.
5121 for 7 Papa Charlie.
7 Papa Charlie, read back correct.
Let's go right in here. It looks to me like that Iceland Air jet should not be parked in general aviation.
Clearance, November 457,
I could be wrong.
Sierra Bravo.
Number 457 Sierra Bravo, Santa Barbara clearance.
This is...
Santa Barbara clearance. Ready to request flight following to John Wayne. Type is Titan 404. Altitude would be 7,500 feet.
Do you think that guy has an open window near him? Is he actually flying a plane?
Fly runway
Jesus.
heading, maintain VFR at or below 1,500. Departure frequency 120.55. Squawk 4151.
I have no idea. None whatsoever what an Iceland Air jet is doing here, parking in.
At 1,000.
I'm just going to turn that off for just a second. Holy cow. Holy cow, that guy's terrible. That mic noise. But yeah, man, that's crazy. Also, those shadows. What exactly are those shadows doing? So, we made it. So now I got to do a little bit of paperwork. So I need to go to PE Aware, and I need to look up my flight from Long Beach to Montgomery. And the reason I do that is so that I can file it for the Alphabet Challenge, because I have to do them in order. So we'll go ahead and grab that. And then we will go to the Alphabet Challenge. So
Fuel tank switched.
We are headed to Yuma International. November Yankee Lima is where we're headed. So, and we're going to do that next. Just as soon as I submit this. And by the way, we are only the 93rd pilot on all of PE to have gotten this far. Yeah, it goes off of the airport I guess it's ICO codes, ICAO or IACO codes. So it's a bit interesting. So we're going to go ahead and get that prepped. So let's take a look at it, shall we? So I'm going to bring up my charts, and we're going to go ahead and do this. K MYF, and we're going to go to K NYL. So it's just a straight shot out to the desert, basically. It's pretty one-dimensional on this particular flight, but it's about an hour long. Be a nice little flight. And we're just going to take a quick look just to see what else is out here. See if there's anything crazy that we need to be aware of. Well, it seems like we might cross into Mexican airspace. You think that they're going to be mad about it? So, right here, it looks like we're going to cross into Mexican airspace for just a little bit, at least initially. Right here. Let's see what the actual route should be, though. Let's try to figure this out. So if we go MZB to Victor 66 to BZA, how does this work? Because this is what I wrote down earlier today. So MZB to Victor 66 to BZA. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. At least for now, something went wrong. I don't want to go nearly that. What is going on here? Something has gotten confused. Oh, I know what it is. I didn't type BZA, I typed BAZ. Helps if you type the right things. That makes more sense. There we go. And it keeps us out of Mexican airspace. Look at that. Look at that. Nikes. Alright, so that all looks good. Let's look at San Diego's charts. So here's the takeoff chart for San Diego. We're probably going to get 28 right again. There's a lot of obstacle to departure notes. Let's see what they say. Holy cow, San Diego International. There we go. Okay, so nothing special there. Those are takeoff. So those are not useful to us at all. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so here's the obstacle departure way down here in the bottom. Christine, can you see that when I use my pen to circle the? I don't know if you can see that or not on the screen, whether it moves the cursor or not. But in the lower left-hand corner, there's the obstacle departure procedures, which says climbing right turn for those, and for runways 28 and 28 left and 28 right, climbing left turn, all aircraft climb direct to the MZB VOR, departing aircraft VOR 09 clockwise right, clockwise radial, climb on course, all others climb in, and then it stops. So I'm going to go look this up over here. That's not going to do it. Can't see it at all. Oh, that's too bad. Alright, so takeoff minimums. And we're going to do a find for MYF. Okay, this is better. All aircraft climb direct to the MB Vortex. Aircraft departing 090. Counter CW? Crosswind? Yeah. I guess it's clockwise. 090 to 360. Climb on course. All others climb in holding pattern, west-right turns, cross at or above 1,800 feet. If I can't get up to 1,800 feet, I am out of my mind. So, back to Sky Vector. Where did our... Ah, there it is. So we are departing let's see here. It looks like 076. So 076 is right here if you guys can kind of see it. So that means we're outside of the 090 to 360 section. So we don't get to climb on course. We have to do that holding power pattern if we're not above 1,800 feet. So that's good to know. On the 075 inbound, and we've got to hold to the west. So we got to hold to the west. So we have 0. So we're going to be coming down, and we can just do a direct insert to 075. So we'll just fly through it. The opposite of 075 is 255 degrees. So we'll fly directly through it. Make a right-hand turn, because it doesn't say Does it say right-hand turns? Yeah, right turns. So we'll make a right-hand turn to 075, re-intercept, and and then out 255 if we need to. So that makes perfect sense to me. Probably to no one else. So let's go ahead and bring this guy back up. And let's go ahead and file a flight plan with PE. So we're going to do an IFR flight plan. We are November 143 Victor Tango. Epic. We are Slant Golf. And now I need to know 8,400 is our altitude. Yeah. So we are headed east. And north and east is odd. So we've got to be above 8,400. How high do you want to go, Christine? It's got to be above 8,400 and it has to be odd. And remember, we're only flying for about an hour, so not too high. Does PE assign you an aircraft call sign or for a G aircraft, or do you come up with it on your own? You get to come up with it on your own as long as it's legal. 11,000? Let's do 11,000. I like it. Let's do 11,000. Nice and low, we get to see everything still. KM. So I chose it, and there's actually a little bit of a story to it. 143 is a little thing between me and my wife, just a little set of numbers. And VT is Vermont, which is where I was born and raised. It's not where I am anymore, but yeah, that's fine. We can do 11,000. I'm good with it. I am pressurized. In fact, I can go all the way up. I think it's about 30,000 feet is what we can go to, but I'm okay with 11,000. I like it. Victor 66 BZ Alpha. So yeah, it's the number is a little nod to my wife, who's amazing, and yeah, VT is for Vermont, which is where I was born and raised. So it's a little bit of the best of both worlds, and it describes me perfectly. 11,000 feet. All right, let's go ahead and file that flight plan. There we go. All right, so time to get back into the radios. Let's delete this flight plan because that's not going to be useful. Let's come back here. All right.
Fuel tank switched.
I wonder if I can just hit new and don't save. Let's grab one of our brushes. And so we're going to do this together, Christine. So we start off by writing craft. Very simple. And in fact, I am going to do something really quickly just to make sure that we're not still broadcasting that old thing. All right, so there's our craft. So the first thing that he's going to tell us is something like cleared to Yuma International. Okay, so cleared YUMA, cleared to Yuma International. I suppose if you wished to be lazy, you could save the paint document with your craft in it. Yeah, I mean, you could. You could. I'm going to leave route open, but we know, just between you and me, we said MZB Victor 66, right? And then, what was the last one? I forget the last one off the top. BCA. So that's what we filed. Okay? So we're good there. So cleared Yuma International, we leave route open. We're going to expect an initial altitude, so we'll leave that blank. Right? And then we'll say expect 11,000, because that's what we filed. And he may say something different, but... And then he'll say in, and he'll give us a time in minutes. Then he's going to give us a frequency. Let's see if we can figure out what the frequency is. I'm going to guess it's 119.6. What do you think? Am I right or wrong? 119.6. So, I've got to write something here, and I have to write something here. So in reality, I'm looking for 4 pieces of information out of all the junk he says. And that's it.
Did you want radar services, or did you just want me to cut you loose?
So, let's figure out what clearance is. Clearance is...
Sure, no problem at all.
Clearance, we're going to need the tower here at some point, but we're not ready for that yet, so it's not going to live. But we need clearance on 123 123.725. Okay, so 123.725. That's going to be our clearance frequency. Let's pop over back to our poorly handwritten thing. So the reason I thought it was 119.6, by the way, is that's what I had in the radio right here. And if you want to see, I don't know if I set this up right. I may not have set it up right. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. I can make it bigger. But I just happened to think that that was the frequency that I was getting when I first came in. So let's give him a call. I'll write this. I'll write this out, but you can see where we're expecting things. Okay. So we're on 123, and let me go ahead and so here's the chart, a little bigger. 123.725. There we go. It looks good. Montgomery clearance, Epic 143 Victor Tango, IFR to Yuma International.
For 143 Victor Tango, Montgomery clearance. Good evening. Our request. Stand by. It'll be just a second.
We'll stand by. Just a second. So he's checking us.
3 Victor Tango is clear to the Yuma Airport on departure. Flight heading 270. Expect radar vectors Mission Bay, then as filed. Maintain 3000. Expect 1000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6. Squawk 4117.
So clear to the Yuma Airport, fly heading 270, and then I think you said as filed, maintain 3000, expect 11,005, frequency 119.6, and squawk 4117.
3 Victor Tango, yep, it's heading 270, radar vectors Mission Bay, then as filed. Your readback is correct.
Awesome. Thank you very much. 3 Victor Tango. Yeah, I mean, they don't really see it in advance. If this was a rear airline or something, they would do that earlier, faster. In fact, it would just be on a piece of paper waiting for you. But what they're doing is they're checking my aircraft type, they're checking my equipment suffix, and because they cover such a large area, he's also checking my altitude. In fact, that's probably what he was looking at initially, was whether on this airway 11,000 was high enough. So I would guess that's what he was looking at. So he's checking me over to make sure that I'm doing it good. So I wrote 270. I just wrote it in the wrong spot, which was a little silly. So I meant to write it up here. Fly 270, and then he's going to give me vectors to Mission Bay, and then as filed. So we're good there. 3,000 was the number. Expect 11,000. We had that right in 5 minutes. Frequency 119.6, and then our squawk code. So it's we're good to go. So let's go ahead and start setting this up. We've got 3,000 already set. We'll go ahead and set an 800 climb rate. 160 is good with us. And let's start putting in our flight plan, inserting our waypoint. KMYF, Montgomery Gibbs. And then we will insert a waypoint. And that waypoint is going to be MZB. Whoa, hey now. What you doing? Just wanted to look down at the seats. Okay, we can look down at the seats.
383 Juliet Mike, connect SoCal approach 135.4.
So I'll bring this up here. MZB, we'll insert an airway. The airway is going to be Victor 66 to BZA. And then we're going to insert a waypoint from there. And that waypoint is going to be the Yuma K November Y.
383 Juliet Mike, SoCal approach. Good evening, San Bernardino, altimeter 2978. You expect the visual approach rate 24.
I think actually I had the charts on the large screen, or the paint on the large screen. My I bumped something on my joystick, and my it just did that. So I was looking straight at the seat. And then I realized you couldn't see it. So we're good there. That's our flight. So let's take a look at the plan, just to give ourselves an idea. Map, plan, Mission Bay, Haley, all the way down until we get to BZA, and then it's almost a 90-degree right-hand turn down to Yuma. So that's the plan. It looks like it makes sense compared to what I put in. So let's get into the transponder.
Yuma clearance, Skyline 20791, IFR to Ontario.
Code is 4117.
20791 Yuma clearance. Good evening, clear to the Ontario Airport. Argus 3 departure that is filed. Maintain 5,000. Departure frequency 125.55. Squawk 2513.
Alrighty. So let's get this thing started up.
Cleared to the Ontario
I'm going to check, make sure we had
International
enough fuel.
Via Argus 3, and then departure then as filed.
Want to make sure we have
Final
enough
maintain
fuel.
5,000, expect 10,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 125.55 and squawk 2513. 791.
20791, read back correct.
Okay, all of that looks good. Pull the condition levers back. Brakes are on, doors are sealed. Let's push the starter. Introduce some fuel. Fuel all the way up. Props full forward.
Engine.
And beta mode. Okay, so that's good. Now we need the ground frequency. So let's come out of clearance for just a second, just so I don't have to retype 2992, because I'm going to need that in a second. Ground is on 118.225. Whoops, 118.22. All right, so let's go ahead and make this a little bigger. Should be a little easier to see. There we are. That's our little pink triangle. Our little pink triangle.
Papa Charlie, you have a destination, or are you just northbound for now? 7 Papa Charlie.
And Montgomery Ground, Epic 143, Victor Tango, ready to taxi with the weather. We're just off of hotel.
143 Victor Tango, Montgomery Ground, runway 28 right, taxi via Hotel Alpha.
Hotel Alpha, 3 Victor Tango for 28 right. All right, here we go.
Number 98 Tango Papa, contact Point Magoo approach 124.7.
Just going to get on the hotel line here.
Number 757 Papa Charlie, San Luis altimeter 2979er.
Nobody coming? I know, after what we did last time, right? Should I call him back, Christine? Should I ask him for a more complicated route?
Number 98 Tango Papa, Point Magoo approach. Good evening, the Oxnard altimeter 2977. Expect the visual approach from 25. Just let me know if you'd like something else.
Yeah, can we get Hotel Delta back taxi on runway 28 to Foxtrot? Oh, goodness gracious. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. So we're up to 3,000. We're good to go. Well, there's another jet just randomly parked down here on GA parking. Staying on hotel, crossing Bravo.
Fuel tank switched.
Seven Papa Charlie, Roger, drive over to tower in a few miles.
Alright, here we go. We're coming up. So let's bop over to tower.
Skyline 20791.
turn on some lights.
Is ready to taxi with information. Delta, we're parked on the north side of the field next to the run-up area for runway 17.
Number 20791 Yuma ground, roger, runway 26, taxi via Alpha 2, Alpha 1, cross runway 21 left.
Yeah, exactly. There's a plan. There's a plan.
Taxi to runway 26 via Alpha 2, Alpha 1, cross Alpha 21 left, 791.
Taxi via Hotel Charlie, cross runway 28 left, 28 right, backtrack 23, back to Foxtrot, back to Hotel, and again to Alpha. Montgomery Tower, Epic 143, Victor Tango, holding short 28 right.
Number 143 Victor Tango, Montgomery Tower with 250 at 4, runway 28 right, clear for takeoff.
28 right, clear for takeoff, 3 Victor Tango.
You'll have to fill me in on the joke later.
There's some interesting taxi instructions going on in our chat. 3 Victor Tango. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if we get somebody popping in to say hello. All right, so here we are. Beta mode is off. We're going to be going up to 3,000, and then we are going to 270 left vectors. All right, power's in. Brakes are off. Oh, this is all recorded on VOD. Up we go.
Gear up.
Gear up. Autopilot is on. Speed is coming up. Up to our indicated airspeed. Making our climb now. There we go.
Number 7 Papa Charlie, radar services are terminated. Squawk via Fire Connect, San Luis Tower 124.0. 143 Victor Tango connects SoCal departure.
Over to departure, 3 Victor Tango. SoCal departure, Epic 143 Victor Tango, 1,700, climbing 3,000.
757 Papa Charlie, San Luis Tower, good evening. Report a 3-mile left base, runway 29er.
I think it's really funny.
Approaching waypoint.
143 Victor Tango, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 11,000.
Up to 11,000, 3 Victor Tango. A little more climb performance out of it. We'll give it a little more power. We're at about 80% power. We can go up a little bit more than that. Oh, don't want those yellow numbers. There we go.
Traffic. Traffic.
Great Tango Papa, roger, thanks.
Our traffic's turning behind us. Should be fine.
143 Victor Tango, turn left heading 190.
Left 190, 3 Victor Tango.
3 Juliet Mike, fly heading 060 Vector San Bernardino Airport.
So, you'll notice, Christine, that I'm using...
Tango Papa, fly heading 340 Vector
Clear
to
of
the airport,
conflict.
descend and maintain 3000.
I'm using buttons to turn left on that. And you see the blue scrolling to the side. I did that because sometimes when you just type in the number, you turn right instead of left.
Thanks for right 29, clear to land with 280 and 6.
So we're going to get another left turn here. Probably a left turn direct Mission Bay or something like that. Or a left intercept, perhaps. Ah, yes. Yes, yes. Let's hide the charts. My bad. I'm still learning that. I'll show you on the next one. So it's going to be right here in this center screen. My apologies. Oh, I still got my flaps out. What am I doing? Let's get those flaps in. I never cleaned up the aircraft from the last takeoff, or the last arrival.
143 Victor Tango, turn left heading 100.
Turning left 100. 3 Victor Tango. See that blue line that's sort of moving to the left? So I put that in. That's on a button on my joystick. And the reason I put that in is because sometimes you don't turn the direction that they want you to turn if you just plug in the heading. Got in trouble for that once. Oh. Yep. Look at that. Look at this. I have no idea what this is. But that's kind of, I guess it's the harbor. San Diego Harbor or something? That's cool. That's really neat.
143 Victor Tango, turn left heading 060, join Victor 66, resume on navigation.
Left 060, join Victor 66, and my own nav through Victor Tango.
98 Tango Papa, turn left heading 330. 383 Juliet Mike, descend and maintain 4000.
And we'll just activate this leg. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's just neat. Oh, you can even see all the sailboats right here. Look at all the docks. The bridges, not so much. There's some problem there. The bridges seem to have flooded. I should pay attention to what I'm doing here to do this join. Just for a second. And then we can pop back outside. Yeah.
Juliet Mike, turn left heading 040.
Must have had a flood.
Tango Papa, Oxnard Airport, 10 o'clock, 7 miles. Tango Papa, clear visual approach, runway 25.
By the way, this is definitely Goldsy. There's no question about this at this point. Alright, so we're getting close. Let's go ahead and hit the nav button. Nav button bangs us to the right. And nice little view of some canyons down there. Did we capture 11,000? Yes, we did. And speed is a little fast. That's okay. We'll just make sure we don't accelerate too much more. Yeah, the other guy's a fake Goldsy.
Approaching waypoint.
Yeah, I think that's Joe. I'm not really sure.
Number 20791 Yuma Tower, runway 26, clear for takeoff.
Alright, so let's pop outside and take a look at some of this stuff. So what do you stream on your channel, Christine? You said you had some followers. Do you stream flight sim stuff too? Oh, okay. You just host. Oh, that's very nice of you. Maybe they know where to go to see good shows is your channel, and you'll just show them all the other good ones. You're like a reviewer, a Siskel and Ebert of the Twitch world, perhaps. Now you know I'm old, because it hasn't been Siskel and Ebert in
7 Pop Charlie, Roger, Alpha
a
to the right,
really
turning
long
this
time.
frequency. 3 Juliet Mike, San Bernardino Airport, 11 o'clock, 5 miles.
Approaching waypoint.
8 Tango Papa Surf, late head off, tower now 3495. 3 Juliet Mike, sorry, you said you had the field. 3 Juliet Mike, clear visual approach from my 24.
That's what you ought to do. You ought to make little VODs of stuff. Put them up on your channel. I wouldn't know if you had. Spelling is not one of my strong suits.
And 8 Tango Papa Oxnard Tower, wind is calm, runway 25, clear to land.
What do we got out this way? Got some mountains out this way. That's kind of cool. I have never been down in this area, this part of the world. This is my first flight out this way. So, this is a first time for me seeing all this scenery too. And I'm just hoping that Yuma will be there as an airport and we'll be able to land at it and make sure that nothing's wrong. I will say it is extremely hard. That's the hardest thing, is to talk to yourself for 3 hours. I don't know. I'm probably terrible at it. I try. I do the best I can. I do the best I can. I usually sit here and go, oh wow, look at that, it's beautiful. Well, I was literally just getting started, and that was the beginning of how I started figuring everything out. So at that point, I was in my professor mode. I had
20791, contact Yuma departure.
My professor hat on, and I don't know what a professor hat is. But I was sort of in professor mode when you popped in, so. Oh wow, look at that. There's a little valley right here. Let's see if I can pop over to this wing. See if we can get a little better look at it.
20791, Yuma departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 10,000.
It's just kind of neat. Nice little flat spot in the middle of all those hills. It's just kind of cool. I was more thinking of like the graduation cap, but I could go with a top hat and a monocle. I'm good with that. I could pull that off.
98 Tango Papa Roger, Foxtrot to the ramp. You can remain this frequency.
You know what gets me is that we're out here and kind of in the middle of nowhere, right? There's no houses around.
383 Juliet Mike, connect San Bernardino Tower 119.45.
And look at all these little roads that just crisscross everywhere. I mean,
207 Honor 1, clear direct Argus intersection, resume on navigation.
Look at that. Little houses, little neighborhood right there in the middle of all the scrub and everything.
383 Juliet Mike, San Bernardino Tower, wind 240 at 13 runway 24, clear to land.
Or maybe that's an old mission. That might be an old mission. Yeah, I think these are all like little roads, I guess. They look like roads. I mean, no river's going to make that kind of turn. And I think this is water washout.
4657 LA Center, good evening, go ahead.
That's definitely a road right there. We have found
4657 Roger, squawk 6313.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they are little roll roads. Just make sure I keep an eye on where we are and what we're doing. That, however, is an interstate. And look, we got a little baseball field, or a football field and a baseball field and all that stuff over here in the dirt.
Wattis 4657, radar contact 6 east of the Hector via where I'll get an altimeter for you in just a second.
Little school right there. And I'm not making fun. I mean,
4657, the Daggett burst to altimeter 2986, change to my frequency 134.65.
I grew up in a tiny little town. Yeah, I mean, you could say the same thing about my high schools. Little tiny high school in the middle of nowhere where I grew up. But it's just, so I'm not making fun. It's just so cool to see. And I think it's amazing, and it's kind of a nod to the resilience of you know, how tough people can be. It's kind of a tough place to live.
Wattis 4657 LA Center, Roger.
Out in the desert. And we're still in the greeny areas, partly, but 1.4 million people. That is not a small town. My town wasn't the smallest town in the area, but it was still only like a few thousand people. Like 5 or less.
143 Victor Tango, connect LA Center 128.6.
Approaching waypoint.
128.6, 3 Victor Tango. LA Center, Epic 143 Victor Tango, level 11,000.
143 Victor Tango, LA Center, good evening. The Imperial altimeter 2970.
2970, 3 Victor Tango. The Imperial. The Imperial altimeter. I did not say flight level. I said 11,000. I said level 11,000, meaning I was not climbing or descending. And that's true, because I can't use flight levels until I get up. Yeah, no. I promise. I was just being quick. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, and believe it or not, Christine, it's not always a flight level at 180. So the flight level 180 can actually disappear depending on the weather. Because if your barometer is too far off, you can't.
Juliet, Mike, Roger, you can taxi Charlie all the way into the ramp. Remain this frequency. Good night.
You can't fly at those high or at that low of a flight level, because you would actually run into VFR aircraft. So in certain directions at certain times, so if you're flying to the west, flight level 180 can disappear, and you might have to go up to 20. Yeah, and it's not as simple as it sounds. It really has to do with the barometric pressure. So that your altimeter here, every time this number changes, the tenths place changes. So if it was 2960, that would be another 100 feet of pressure difference. So right around 1800, you got to be a little careful about how you fly. It's still flight level 180, but it may not be available, I guess. So you may not be able to fly at that flight level. You might have to go up to
5x5.
200. It's all to do with altitudes and pressures and temperatures and etc. Or just pressures mainly, not temperatures. But now you're talking like Chile. You're talking like Chile now. No, it wasn't a bad thing. Chile flies those big jumbo jetliners. They're awesome. They fly at flight level 350. That 777 probably could get up to 41,000 if it really wanted to. I just thought I had you, retrained. Well, here we are. You picked flight level, or flying at 11,000 feet. Got some nice, pretty ortho to look at. Oh, wow. Look what's coming up. Look at this. Yeah, that's it. I don't make any other comparisons. Plus, I think Chili's a really good dude, so it's not a bad thing. That's true. That's an interesting way to phrase things. And I realize that I just said dude, but yeah, I don't do my dudes either. We'll just say it's a thing. It's a thing.
November 48-9er-62 Long Beach clearance. Good evening. You're clear to the Hawthorne Airport on departure. Fly runway heading until reaching 800 feet. And fly heading 200. Expect radar vectors. Seal Beach. Be aware of the nest filed. Maintain 3,000. Expect 4,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1. Squawk 6254.
This is just farmland. This is where all of our food is grown. Probably not all of it, but you know.
Approaching waypoint.
11,000 is a perfectly good altitude.
For 489 or 62 read back correct.
You wouldn't get to see this if we went up to 24,000 feet. I mean, look at this right here. Right here. What is that? It's like a little pond in the middle of this like farming area, desert thing. You couldn't see that if we were at 24,000. Plus, by the time I got all the way up to 24,000, I'd have to start working my way back down from 24,000. I like 11,000 just fine. Alright, so we got about 18 runways here at Yuma, which is kind of interesting. So, what is the weather at Yuma? I should probably look. So Yuma is 0 knots, 0 degrees, everything is 0. I have no indication whatsoever what runway we're going to land on.
4657, certainly.
Yeah, I mean, we could amend our cruise altitude up, but at this point, we're so far on the way there, it's just not, I mean, at this point, there's no reason to. So we have 2 1s, we have 3s, we have 35s and 17s and 2 6s and 8s. So I'm going to guess we're going to land on either 2-1
Lotus 4657. I'll get you over to
or
Las Vegas
3.
approach shortly, and he can get you a Bravo clearance. There's a good chance that'll also be me, though.
Approaching waypoint.
0 degrees of angle, as in there's no wind. It's wind calm.
40787, go ahead.
So if I had done this myself, I probably would have picked like 15.
40787, that's your request limit.
15,000, 18,000. Well, 18's wrong. 15,000, 17,000, something like that. But I wouldn't have gotten to see the cool scenery as much. 11,000 is a good pick.
Four 40787 is clear to the Oxnard Airport, Canoga 2 departure. Fillmore transition direct. Maintain 4,000 departure frequency. 134.2 squawk 2304.
Yeah, I suppose I could. What I'm trying to find out is if they have an active runway with calm wind. So
for radio check, it's 5x5.
So most airports have a particular, and I think it's going to be 2-1 right. I think.
Fuel tank switched.
But actually, let me check one thing really quickly.
40787, read back correct.
Make sure my starter gen is on. Yeah, it is. We're good. This is really cool out here, though. I've never seen this before. There's like a little canal.
Approaching waypoint.
It's just neat.
Or 20791, contact LA Center 128.6.
So I'm going to guess it's 2-1 right. That's my guess. But there should be something somewhere that tells me what the default is for a particular airport. So most airports have a particular runway that they use when the wind is calm. And I'm just not having any luck.
Center, Skylane 20791, level 10,000.
Number 20791 LA Center, good evening. The Imperial altimeter 2970.
2970, thank you.
Do you think I could ask him for the Rebel altimeter?
Traffic. Traffic.
Oh. Where do we have traffic? Dead ahead, huh? It seems to be mystery traffic. Oh, there he is. There he is. Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, the Republic altimeter. There you go.
Clear of conflict.
CI
40787 Van Nuys ground, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha Romeo.
CIS. I'm not familiar with the acronym. The Republic altimeter was what I was going for with the Rebel altimeter. I should have gotten Republic. I just pulled it out wrong. I mean, we are just flying casual out here, right? Oh wow, Confederacy. Yeah, okay. I enjoy Star Wars quite a bit. I never got into a lot of the extended universe stuff and a lot of the lore that was outside of the main core storyline. I was too busy, mostly watching Star Trek, but I never dug that deep into the books. I never figured out like a really great place to start.
48962 Long Beach ground, runway 25 left, Delta taxi via Foxtrot Delta.
Plus, I'm not sure that Goldsy would get that right off the bat. Oh, we're coming up to our destination here pretty shortly. We're actually almost there. So I probably ought to be thinking about how we get into this airport. So tower is going to be on 119.3. Well, that's easy. If I could click the right spots, it would be easy. Which Star Wars game is it?
143 Victor Tango, descend and maintain 7,000. Contact Yuma approach 125.55.
125.55 and down to 7,000. 3 Victor Tango. One 25.55. Yuma approach. Epic 143 Victor Tango. Descending 7,000. 10,400.
143 Victor Tango, Yuma approach. Good evening. Descend to 4,000. Expect the visual approach runway 26.
4,000 runway 26. 3 Victor Tango.
143 Victor Tango heading 080 vectors for the airport.
080
Clear
vectors
conflict.
for the airport.
Lotus 4657 cleared into the Las Vegas Bravo airspace at or below 7,000. Connect Las Vegas approach 118.4.
Approaching waypoint.
We pull back on our speed. Sins of the Solar Empire with a mod called Star Wars Ascendancy. Don't worry about it. I don't care. As long as I understand what you write, it doesn't matter to me. I won't hold you to it if you don't hold me to it. How about that? So it's going to be off here to our left. It's going to be our airport here somewhere. Let's see if we can take a look for it. Yeah, there it is right there. And we're going to be coming in on 26. Oh wow, short little runway. So 26 is this horizontal, is going to be this horizontal runway. Up here, I think. You said it looks like the airport. Oh no, there's the airport right there. So that's 26 right there.
Lotus 4657 Las Vegas approach. Good evening. The Henderson altimeter 29er EAT 9er. 4657 Roger, advise Henderson in sight, plan straight in 35 left.
So, what did he think of the newest movie and how excited?
41 Quebec towards ground. Good evening, runway 29er right, taxi via Juliet. I'll have a squawk code for you on the way.
Is he excited for the Last Jedi? It's a short runway.
You can taxi runway 29er right via Juliet.
It is 1,807 meters. I should not run off the end.
Niner 62 Long Beach Tower, wind 1403, runway 25 left at Delta, clear for takeoff. 9841 Quebec, squawk 4455. Quebec, reback correct. Lotus 4657, connect Henderson Tower 125.1.
I was in the same boat. I was like, after the prequels, I was like, eh. But I was pleasantly surprised. It wasn't bad. I am excited to see Luke again.
40787 Van Nuys Tower, wind 290 at 6, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
I enjoyed Rogue One. I thought there were some inconsistencies with it that could have been
4657 Henderson Tower, good evening, runway 35 left, clearly.
Could have been a little better, but overall I was very happy with it. Very fun movie.
143 Victor Tango, turn right heading 190.
190, 3 Victor Tango. I'm about to reach my descent here, so I should slow way down real quick. You know, it was nice to see a movie where everybody didn't just survive from a Star Wars movie. It was nice that it was a little more gritty. Yeah, the
4-3 Victor Tango, Yuma Airport 2 to 3 o'clock, 9 miles.
We're looking for it. 3 Victor Tango.
3 Victor Tango, roger. I'll turn towards the field here for you in just a minute. Three Victor Tango, turn right heading 250, rolling out of the turn. The field will be 12 o'clock at 7 miles.
250, 3 Victor Tango.
Or 40787, connect SoCal departure.
And it should be right there.
Or 40787, SoCal departure, radar contact. Van Nuys altimeter 2970.
Yuma approach, 3 Victor Tango, we have the field.
3 Victor Tango, roger, clear visual approach, runway 26.
Runway 26, 3 Victor Tango.
4657, roger, Delta to the ramp, you can remain this frequency.
Let's go ahead and...
3 Victor Tango, connect Yuma Tower, 119.3.
119.3, 3 Victor Tango.
Number 40787, reaching 4000, clear direct Fillmore.
We're going to be real fast on this. Yuma Tower, Epic 143 Victor Tango, visual 26.
From 143 Victor Tango, Yuma Tower, good evening. The wind is calm, runway 26, clear to land.
Calm 26, 3 Victor Tango. It's because I pick up the field late. God, I'm doing 240 knots still. I'm supposed to be down at like 100 knots.
Approaching waypoint.
Yeah. I'm not going to make it. Yuma Tower, 3 Victor Tango, we're going around. We're just too fast.
3 Victor Tango, no problem, but I'll make right traffic, runway 26, you're still clear to land.
Right traffic, still clear to land, 3 Victor Tango.
Fuel tank switched.
40787, advising you have the Oxnard weather and an approach request if you have one. Four 0787, not you expect that. And 787, did you want that from Fillmore vectors to final? 40787, no problem at all. Fly heading 260 vectors for the approach.
Okay, we got our speeder under control. Let's get a little bit of altitude here.
About 4A960, just wondering, sir, what should be a good time to contact SoCal?
48962, now would be a wonderful time. Connect departure.
9062, Roger, thank you.
Yeah, don't be afraid to give us a tap on the shoulder if you think you've been forgotten about.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Yeah, don't bust the 250 knot landing limit. Yeah, it's just going too fast.
48962, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 4000.
Alright, we're coming up on the numbers. I like having Goldsy as a controller. He makes it easy.
48962, turn left heading 110. 962, you can expect a localizer 25 from Seal Beach into Hawthorne.
So flaps can come down now.
Torrance Tower, Super Cub, November 94 on Quebec is holding short of 29 right.
Right now on Quebec, Torrance Tower, make a right crosswind departure, runway 29 right, clear for takeoff.
Right crosswind departure, clear to take off, runway 29 right, 41 Quebec.
Okay, we're about 3 miles out. So let's go ahead and make our right turn. And about the time we get to 260, we should be able to pick up the field.
Number 787, roger.
There it is. There's 2.6.
Gear down.
Gear down. We've got clearance. You know, the best part about a controller that's nice and relaxed is that he helps the pilots relax and do the right things too, right? Yeah, it does. It is not, by far, not the worst. There are many, many planes that are much worse than this. 2.6 identified.
40787, turn left heading 220.
And down we go. Beta mode. Keep it on the runway.
Three Victor Tango, you parking north or the west ramp?
We'll park north, 3 Victor Tango.
3 Victor Tango, roger, right when able. Taxi to the ramp via Alpha.
Yeah, we're going to take a right on Lima and then via Alpha, 3 Victor Tango. And flip some lights around. Because if he's got us landed on 2.6, we probably are going to have to take off on 2.6, so we'll stay up here at this end. Right?
40787, traffic 12 o'clock, mile and a half, northbound VFR altitude indicates 3,900.
This looks like a place to park.
787, roger. He's going to be close for a pass off to your right, should not be a factor.
I want to see how long the flight is. It's only 11. So, got a little bit of time.
787, turn right heading 230.
Let's see let's see if we can prep one at least.
787, you're 7 from Kudak, maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 25 approach.
So, gonna do my PE stuff here real quick.
Tower, Super Cub, November 9841 Quebec. About 5 to the south at, let's say 1400, requesting the mini route northbound.
9841 Quebec, Hawthorne Tower, good evening. Join the mini route northbound, remain outside the LA Bravo airspace until advised by LA Tower. Maintain
Well, let me-
VFR at 2,500.
I plan 3. I don't.
outside the Bravo,
Sometimes I get to them,
maintain
sometimes I don't.
2,500,
Let me
cleared on the
see.
mini route. 41 Quebec.
Let me
41 Quebec,
see.
LA altimeter 2979er.
2979, 41 Quebec.
Let me see what the next flight
Turn left
is,
heading 060.
and we'll make a decision after
San
that.
Luis
How about
Tower,
that?
Cessna 59er, 89er, uniform 5 miles southwest, landing San Luis.
Another
Oh.
800 uniform San Luis Tower, and our left base runway 29er, you are clear to land. The wind is calm.
Yeah. So this
Left base,
one's.
runway 29er, clear to land, 89er uniform, thank you.
This was going to be about 200 nautical miles, so this one is a little long. So we're going to be going from Yuma up to Ontario.
Number 9841 Quebec,
So-
Quebec LA Tower 119.8.
119.8.
I think we will just call it there. It's a good night. Why don't we pop over, and why don't you let me do this? I will host us over to Chile just to give him a little shout out. How's that sound, Christine? I mean, you don't have to stick around long, but it'd be nice to host him with more than like 0 viewers.
LA Tower, Super Cub, November 984 in Quebec, 2 miles south, northbound on the mini route.
All right, everybody.
Quebec LA Tower, good evening. Ident, you are cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight, Christine. It was a lot of fun. We'll be back on Thursday at about 8 or 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And we'll be doing more flights. We'll be going from Yuma to Ontario, and then Ontario to Brackett, which is only about 9 miles. And then over to Riverside and a few other places. So should be a bunch of really quick flights, or a bunch of flights on Thursday. So we'll see you then. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.